FMB Studio says everyone always talks about which characters they want to see return in Secret Wars. Who are some characters you don't want to see brought back? What a great question. Let's give a hand to FMB Studios for giving us a good question that we can splurge on for a little bit. Okay, who are some characters I don't want to see? I'm being honest. I know you guys are going to hate me for this. Moon Knight. It's not that I like hated his Disney Plus series. I know I've been like, I don't exactly praise it whenever it comes up. I just don't think they did enough to flesh him out to super make him interesting. The grounding lay work is there, and if they make a Midnight Suns movie, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna be rooting for him. But right now, the way he's developed and the way his powers are, and how we still haven't even gotten the third personality, I just think throwing Moon Knight in there would feel like such a. And and some people are gonna call me crazy because I wouldn't feel that way for She-Hulk. If you want to throw Mommy She-Hulk in there, I think that works because we already have the Hulk, Bruce Banner. We understand the concepts of Hulks. She just has a weenus, the opposite of a wiener. And it's like, okay, that makes sense to me. I could see that happening. So I actually want Mommy She-Hulk going in there. All right. Who else do I not want part of it? So I said Moon Knight. Trying to think of like who else. I'm just like, I don't know if that like be a character thrown in there. Like you'd say people like Madam Web. I see that in the chat, but it's like you honestly think Madam Web was gonna be in there? Like people that have an actual chance. Oh, okay. You know what? This one might. You might not. You might think I'm crazy, but I think so. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's Venom. I only say has a chance because he was the most popular of the Sony Universe characters, actually was the one making money. The Spider-Man connection has already traveled to the MCU and Sony Universe back and forth. If they really want to, they could show him. He could be part of it. He could go in there somehow. I don't want it. You keep him and his weird fidgety butt away from Tony and all these other characters that are coming in. I don't want to have, Doomsday coming in going, today is the day you guys die. Holy shit, this guy's for real. Oh my God, is that Tony Stark? I don't want that. I don't want that in this movie. I just, no. Okay, so Venom, don't want him. Don't want him popping up. So Moon Knight, Venom. Let me see who else you guys in the chat are saying of real possible people that could end up. You know what? I see some people bringing up the Eternals. I wouldn't hate it. I like the Eternals. But maybe you're right. It's not a smart move to have them in there. And there would just be so many of them. At least one Eternal could be pretty cool. But probably the better choice just to not overcrowd the movie and not, waste time with other characters we really want to see. Maybe you just don't bring in any of the Eternals, especially not Harry Styles as Thanos' brother. Don't know what he could bring to the story. But even though I don't mind, like I'd like a Kumail Nanjiani to be in there, but yeah, probably don't want to include the Eternals in there. Someone said Andrew. How is Andrew Tate gonna show up in Avengers Doomsday, buddy? I think that's about anybody else. I'd honestly be down, whether it's Daredevil, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. I'd even be down for Thomas Jane Punisher to show up. Like, yeah, let's bring this guy. This guy was the GOAT before John Bernthal. John Bernthal is still pretty high up there and he's nailing it. But dude, this guy was the Punisher for me growing up. I was like, dang, he'd be punishing. He'd be punishing. He's a really great version. I'm trying to think of who else. Yeah, that's about. Someone said me. You don't want to see me in there. Hey, for all we know, we could get a Soups cameo. Let's see if that meme is here. I want to look it up. Soups distract Kang. Get my boy Soups in there. Soups, I need you to distract Kang. And you have Giancarlo Esposito back there. Los Pollos Hermanos. Thanos, would you like a chicken sandwich? Just do it. Why not? Let's throw him in there. That's about it. As far as any other characters, I don't know again who I would not want part of the movie. So bring him in. See, like you guys say Eric Bana Hulk, I wouldn't mind. 2003 Hulk, sure, bring him in there. Someone said Noel. I just don't even see that honestly happening. But I guess yeah, I wouldn't want Nolan there. Um, Miles Teller as Mr. Fantastic, I wouldn't mind that. I like half of that Fan Four Stick movie. The other half, no. You know what? This might be a controversial one. You're right. Uh Miles Morales from Spider Verse. Look, we heard the reports the other day. There was a rumor going around that they're seriously considering Space Jam style, including animated characters into the Avengers, Doomsday, or Secret Wars movies, and it would be like how Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan were in Space Jam. They would retain their look and style in live action. I just think that would be too much. As much as I love Miles Morales and these movies and they're awesome, which is also kind of another reason I wouldn't want him to pop up because these movies I think are just so good and the MCU's been up and down lately. I just rather not even taint this franchise. No. Don't have Miles pop in there or even, Miguel O'Hara. Oh, you know what? That is probably one I do agree a little bit with that cuz they are pushing hard on Captain Carter. I like Haley Atwell. I like Haley. I'm gonna say one. I like Haley Atwell. Okay, let's just leave it there. Her Black Mirror episode. That's all I said. That's all I said. But her Captain Carter, man, they've really been pushing her and trying to make it seem like she's big. I remember there was even rumors that she'd get her own solo live action movie, and dude, the people were just against Captain Carter coming in and doing that. I guess we don't. I'd rather have like Hail Hydra Steve Rogers come in. Maybe if they have a fight scene with Captain Carter, I wouldn't mind it. But yeah, I think we had our Captain Carter moment, right? That also reminded me of I forget her name, but the ending of Secret Invasion. The ending of Secret Invasion where they brought in I don't know the actress's name, Emily something. Again, no hate to the actress. She was doing her best and she was just doing what Marvel told her. Don't bring her in. I know she's now the most powerful, absurdly OP MCU character. You kind of maybe need them in there. Don't bring her in. Just please don't. The second she comes in, Amelia Clark. Thank you. No. Just like what did you do there with the Drax arm? Come on. That's such a cool power, and they gave it to such an underdeveloped nothing character. Like what was Marvel thinking with that? What were people gonna love this? They're gonna go crazy. So yeah, the leader, I guess so, right? He did tease the multiverse in in the freaking post credit scene of yeah, they messed him up. They messed up him up in a way where I don't know if I'd want him. My friend just sent me a picture of a Dr. Pepper Blackberry with the caption, "Dude." He watches my stream sometimes, so I just want him to know how insanely he just interrupted it with such a dumb text. Gonna try that later though. That does look good. Anyways, yeah. You guys let me know who you don't want part of that. That was a nice little subject. Good question. Good question.